Good morning, friends. Welcome back to One Sober to Another. If you're new to the channel, I'm Wayne and I'm an alcoholic. Today's daily reflection, September 17th, 2020, freedom from fear. Let's go. So, it's early in the morning. I hope you have a good day. Let's get into today's daily reflection. Freedom from fear. When, with God's help, and as always, if God is not your thing, replace him with the higher power of your choosing. It can be almost anything you want as long as it's outside of yourself and it's a power that you feel that is greater than you. Here we go. We calmly accepted our lot. Then we found we could live at peace with ourselves and show others who still suffered the same fears that they could get over them. We found that freedom from fear was more important than freedom from want. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 122. Material values ruled my life for many years during my active alcoholism. I believed that all my possessions would make me happy. Yet still, I felt bankrupt after I obtained them. When I first came into AA, I found out about a new way of living. As a result of learning to trust others, I began to believe in a power greater than myself. As material gains were replaced by the gifts of the Spirit, my life became manageable. I then choose to share my experiences with other alcoholics. Well, I'm sharing mine with you. As far as material things, you know, when I was drinking, I did a silly thing because I thought that it would give me a little fulfillment and fill a small void that I don't know, I was missing some stuff in my life. And, you know, I decided to buy this car that I knew I couldn't afford. And I bought it anyway. And after I got the car, I drove it off the lot. And this whole time I had this weird doubt in my head. So I drove it off the lot, I parked it at home, and I just stared at it from the window inside of the house. I knew, A, I couldn't afford this because I still needed to get drunk. And then next, I knew that I didn't need the car anyway to make me feel better about what I was missing. You know, and at that time for me, it was my family that I was missing. So this car wasn't going to do it for me. It was a nice car, by the way. And, you know, a couple months would go by and, you know, a few other seasons would drift away. And I drove this car, and every time I drove it, I didn't feel like I deserved it. I was afraid of so much crap in my life. And as you know, if you've seen my videos, you know, I was just a ball of fear back then. And so I had this car, and every time I would drive it, I had doubts about it. And every time I would, you know, park it at my house, I would feel like, you know, I don't deserve this. And it definitely wasn't making me happy. So to have the freedom of that fear removed from me is so much greater than having the things that I want in my life, as far as material items. It did nothing for me. It definitely didn't take away, you know, the loss of my family that I was suffering at the time because they didn't want to be around me anymore. I knew I couldn't afford the damn car, but, you know, something told me to get it. And after a while, guess what? I had to drink anyway. So the alcohol won, and I lost the car to begin with, you know. So it really didn't do anything for me. And as my drinking got worse, shit, I couldn't afford anything anyway. But that ability to have the freedom from fear removed from me through my higher power's help, you know, was a huge proof to me that God existed, because I wasn't getting rid of it alone. And once that was gone, I found that I didn't need 98% of the stuff that I thought I did. All I needed was a little serenity and a little peace of mind. And I got that through my obsession of alcohol being removed. And I no longer had to worry about that. So that goes along with, once I got the things I thought I wanted, I still felt bankrupt. I still felt empty. Like I said just then, or just a couple seconds ago. And, I'm able to move forward knowing that I am at peace and I do have that serenity, and that I don't have the obsession of alcohol anymore to try to fill the voids that I was missing anyway, as well as with those material items. And I don't need that. The only thing I need is to not drink, and I'm not going to drink today, and to not have the fear of people and economic insecurity, which I don't suffer anymore. And that's all through my decision my desire to stop drinking. And for me, and it's not everybody else, I used Alcoholics Anonymous in order to help me through that and to become part of something greater than myself, which, selfishness is part of our nature anyway. We are quite ego-driven. And, to be able to sit here and share that little tidbit with you, no matter how confusing it may have gotten, is definitely also proof that my higher power exists. I mean, come on. I'm alive, and I'm standing here talking to you, or sitting here in this case, and it's an amazing thing. And I think that anybody can achieve it. If you are suffering right now and you are full of doubt and fear, and you think that material items are going to help you through that, they could be a very small temporary band-aid, but I can guarantee you that it's not going to fill the void, and neither is the alcohol. Quite opposite, the alcohol and those items that you acquire will make that void much, much larger. And with your desire to stop drinking, you are able to overcome that as well, and be able to give your experience, strength, and hope to another alcoholic who still suffers. And this can even be applied to addicts. Yet really, that's all I got for this morning. And I hope you guys have a very amazing day. And tonight, I'll be shooting a video about relapsing. Again, I already had a video of relapse, but this is a little bit different. I'm going to be talking about a relapse and how you can move forward past it, even if you're frustrated. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned for tonight. And guess what, guys? Life's a garden. Dig it, and I'll see you in the next one. One sober to another. Have a great day.